Hear ye, this is Lord Potato, and this is what if Naruto became the Shadow Monarch. Yeah, the Shadow Monarch, also known as Ashburn. Isn't it? No, not Ashburn, Burn. Ashborn. So yeah, that's his real name. Thank you for the person who commented because I'm gonna just forget about it during the video. Now, I also want to mention something before I go continue on. I did put a poll yesterday about for My Hero Academia have another what if idea, and I put, well, if you pick the hero one, I'm just gonna put it on the killer one because fuck off, I'm not doing any hero what ifs. Villain 85%, anti-hero 75%, and killer, well, that would be 21%. But yeah, now I'll probably do the anti-hero one because, well, the what if I was thinking about, yeah, it was about to be an anti-hero. It basically what's gonna be what if Deku was Deadpool. Yeah. I also wanted to mention I am gonna be doing Halloween what ifs later, maybe. But yeah, some are actually gonna be either for not Luffy. What am I talking about? Not Luffy. Naruto, Boruto, or what's it called, Deku or Seven or something like that. Yeah. I'll probably do Halloween, one of those. But yeah, that's all I want to mention. Now, let me do the recap on what happened last time in part 1. So, part 1. Let me do the recap. I don't know why. Okay, so this is part 2. Yeah, you can find. I'm an idiot. So, what happened last time was, well, Naruto was what's called, mentally abused by Kakashi, saying that just go train, blah blah blah. In Chakra, Naruto does that somewhat. He goes buys a game console and all that, and plays an RPG game on it. Of course, he picked the class Necromancer. He was outside the village. He met Itachi. Itachi put him in the Tsukuyomi. Naruto met the Shadow Monarch named Ashborn. I don't know why I keep saying Born. And Naruto only has 25% of the Shadow Monarch's power. Well, only can use it at that time. And easily beats the fuck out of Itachi using Icarus. And Icarus legit, well, slashes at Itachi multiple times. Not killing him, but Naruto pull out a dagger to just cut what's called Itachi's left arm. Naruto did talk to the old man after, well, getting away from Itachi, getting to the village, and telling him about his new bloodline. That's really not a bloodline. Also, Naruto has 4 infinities, and that is wind, lightning, water, and, well, darkness. Darkness, I know it's not an infinity, but that's just an infinity I want to give him. And also maybe light. But that doesn't matter. With that happening, Naruto trained in a bunch of jutsus that, well, the third Hokage gave him. And water, lightning, and wind. Well, yeah, wind. Somewhat, there's not many wind infinities, but there's some scrolls and all that. And of course, Naruto trained in that, and also he knows some jutsus in darkness, what's it called, darkness jutsus. He mostly kind of asked the third Hokage for any of the Narwa clan and all that, since Narwa is, what's it called, like Shikamaru kind of, and the others kind of use like shadow possession and all that. And Naruto really want to learn that because, well, he has darkness. He doesn't know if a shadow actually can work with that. With Haruza saying he can't give him any scrolls, so that happens. I never mentioned that last time, but yeah. Naruto also kind of went into, well, getting new clothes. Of course, he has a black hood. His eyes and hair, also forgot to mention, his hair is black and his eyes are silver, like silver grayish. They're kind of gray. They're gray, and also, his like suit, well, his jacket is a black hood, his pants are black, his sandals are black, and yeah. And so Naruto kind of just looked like Song Jin-woon when he went into that first dungeon. Somewhat. But yeah, not first dungeon, the one I showed the picture yesterday. But yeah, Naruto. He's also 5'7". He kind of grew up a little bit taller. He's taller and all that. He went into the training exams telling his team he fought against Rock Lee and Neji, mostly kicked Rock Lee into a wall and kicked Neji into the ceiling. He sat next to 2 females because he just took a random seat. And he sat next to a girl with silky white hair and white eyes. Or not white eyes, silver eyes. And her name is Shoroi. And also the other one is named, what's it called? Samui. From the Cloud Ninja. Well, not the Cloud Ninja. The Cloud Village. And there's Kim in front of him, blah, blah, blah. Of course, Kabuto told that Naruto's weak, blah, blah, blah. Nechi and Rock Lee beg to differ, but they aren't saying anything. So, yeah. Of course, we go into the whole, went into the Death Forest. Pretty much Naruto, got a scroll ceiling from some not Cloud Ninjas, Rain Ninjas, and came back with the Earth Scroll. They had a Heaven Scroll. And of course, are going to the tower, but they got into trouble with Orochimaru. And, well, Orochimaru still bite on what's called Sasuke's curse mark. And Naruto, he arrives 2 soldiers of his, Icarus and Beru. So, of course, they whoop Orochimaru 6-2 on a damn Sunday, so yeah, they fuck him up. Now, we go on to, Naruto telling Sasuke to carry, what's called Sasuke, and kind of sit next to, a tree. So, of course, Naruto's kind of, like, laying under a tree and all that, and told Sasuke to kind of just look out and all that. Because Naruto did waste a lot of chakra and all that. Well, it's not chakra damage. Well, he told, Sasuke to look after Sasuke, and, well, he just looks around. Sasuke wanted to ask Naruto about that strange shadow humanoid figures, and Naruto said shut up about it. And Sasuke kind of said okay. So this is where the sound 3, basically, Zakon, the guy with the gauntlet, and Kim came. And Naruto came out of, the tree and all that to fight them. And Sasuke says, Naruto, you're supposed to. Naruto says, I don't care. This is where Shikamaru, Ino, and also Choji are looking for a team and all that because they ran away from the sand triplets and all that. They managed to get towards where Naruto's at. Shikamaru says, okay, we're going to have to form a strategy because that's Naruto, and remembering all the stats from the silver hair guy, we got to think of a strategy. Ino says, why are we supposed to help him? And Choji says, because he's our friend. Of course, like, Rock Lee was already, like, with Neji and all that, so that didn't happen or anything. But Shikamaru says, I'm thinking, and hope that Naruto isn't dumb enough to actually attack him. But Naruto, what he does is, move in blinding speed already at the guy with the, what's called, hand cannons, grabbing both of the guy's arms and, breaking them. And the guy screams, ah! This is where Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji kind of looked up back from the bush they're still in. And they said, what the? Naruto just breaking the guy's arms. Sasuke says, no. And Kim and the guy says, I thought that guy said that guy, his speed or anything is not that great. Of course, Naruto kicks the guy with, the guy that he broke the arms with. Just kicks him in the face, making the guy fly back and smashing about 3 trees. And breaking them and keep going, yeah. This is where the guy in the gauntlet tries to use sound frequencies to attack Naruto. Naruto dodges it. He saw the attack. And what he does is says, arise, Icarus. Icarus comes out of nowhere, out of Naruto's back, because he turned a shadow. And Icarus says, yes, my lord. Naruto says, destroy that gauntlet guy. And Icarus says, yes, my lord. Pulls the sword out. And the guy with the gauntlet says, what the fuck? Shikamaru on the other side, like, huh? Sasuke kind of saw this before, and since Naruto fought against Orochimaru, yeah, he still has a lot of power. And the guy with the gauntlet shoots sound frequencies from the gauntlet. Doesn't do jack shit to Icarus, because Icarus doesn't have ears that much, okay? So yeah, Icarus rushes at the guy, cutting the guy's arm off. So basically the gauntlet just flies off the guy's arm, and Icarus just pulls out his sword and slices the guy, horizontal, slicing the guy in half. killing him already. And Kim was just horrified. She's like, please, let go of me. Please, I beg mercy. Naruto says, do you really beg mercy? Shh. Naruto's eyes are glowing blue. Also, Icarus is the blue and black and all that. So yeah, he's not, Naruto still doesn't have the full power of the Shadow Monarch. How much percent of, Naruto can control of being the new Shadow Monarch King? What the hell did I say King? No, Shadow Monarch. He can only control 50%. But yeah. So with that happening, Naruto says, beg for mercy then. Kim says, please, please, please. I'll do anything, please. I'll do anything. And Naruto says, then what do you want to decide to do with her? Icarus says, I don't know, my lord. And then Naruto says, Squirrel. Squirrel said, yes. Check Kim out just to see if she has any other scrolls. And Squirrel says, fine. Looks around for Kim and all that, kind of searching her and all that. And Kim says, I don't really have the scroll. It was mostly the guy with the gauntlet. Now, I don't remember the guy with the gauntlet's name half the time. But of course, Squirrel kind of checked the guy's body, not trying to touch the blood. Finds a guy had a scroll of, the earth and all that. And, Naruto says, oh, an earth scroll. Can I see that, Squirrel? Squirrel gives it to Naruto. Naruto kind of throws it up, down, kind of just catching it, kind of juggling with it. And Ino and Shikamaru and Choji are like, what is he doing? Now, Shikamaru and Choji and Ino has a scroll of, heaven and all that. And Naruto says, Shikamaru, Ino, and Choji, you guys suck at hiding. Ino says, shit, he found us. Naruto grabs the scroll and throws it at them. Now, this is where Ino has to duck, because she was about to get the scroll straight to her face. She managing to duck, and the scroll smashes behind Ino's that there was a tree, and it's kind of almost fully deep inside the tree, the scroll. Ino said, what the hell? Naruto says, ah, damn, I miss. Damn, I thought I can kill someone with the scroll. I guess I suck at aiming. Ino says, what the hell is wrong with you? Naruto says, nothing. I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with me, but it's that. And she says, you could have fucking killed me. Naruto says, ah, damn, I missed then. And she was like, how the hell is that damn? What the fuck is wrong with you? Naruto says, nothing. This is where Sasuke becomes in his, what's called, curse mark seal. So Sasuke becomes in the curse mark seal and tries to fight people. Seeing that Zokan and the guy with the gauntlet are dead, seeing Naruto, so Sasuke rushes at Naruto and says, fight me, Dobi! Just where Naruto says, arise, tank. Tank arises, the giant iceberg, blocks the punch of, Sasuke, since the, tank appeared right in front of Naruto. And Sasuke says, what the? Tank looks down and says, rah! Just claws at Sasuke. Sasuke says, ah! And passes out. Just because Naruto gave no fucks about anything. Now this is where Ino says, she says, you bastard, you hurt Sasuke-kun. Naruto glares at her and says, you really want to die? I can care less about killing you. Truly, since Shikamaru and Choji are my friends, I'm not killing them. But you are really starting to fucking annoy me, Ino. Ino kind of shuts up. And Naruto says, okay, good. Tank, carry Sasuke. Tank does it. He grabs Sasuke. And so he just walks with Naruto. And Naruto says, Sasuke, hurry up and let's go. Kim, since you have no scroll or anything, just get to the tower and just, leave, since your team is fully dead. So Kim follows what's called Team 7. And of course, Shikamaru and Choji are kind of shocked, but aren't that shocked. Ino is terrified of Naruto, because Naruto was sending so much bloodlust at her. Because Naruto gives no fucks about Ino or anything. So that happened. Since that happened, they get to the tower. Of course, there's a second, not second one stair. They're the fourth one stair. The first one was, of course, was what's it called Gara and his team. The second are Samui, Karin, and also Noi. I forgot his name. The guy with white hair and dark skin and all. They're the second ones there. A sound team from the Sound Village are there. Basically, Shiroi, who has white hair, silver eyes, and has her two teammates. And also, Naruto's team are there now. Basically, Naruto's team is there now, and of course, Tank is still there, just kind of having Sasuke holding him and all that. Well, not even holding him like bright as I know, he's just holding him with one arm. And of course, the three teams are shocked to see this giant bear kind of holding the Uchiha by the head, or not head, hair. Because Naruto gives no flying fucks. And of course, Naruto says, Tank, can you please put him down? Tank says, yes, sir. And puts him down, and Naruto goes up to the, there's some writing and all that, and says that, the same thing in original canon. I think it said the writing is saying, if you get the two scrolls, open them, and don't open them, blah, blah, blah. The test he will, whatever the fuck it's called. The same test, Naruto gets both of his scrolls open, doesn't care if anything comes out, because also Icarus did went back inside, into the shadow of Naruto. Now, Naruto opens both of them, and of course, what comes out is Kakashi, and Kakashi says, oh, hello there, and sees a giant bear, and says, what the hell? Naruto says, Tank, come back, and Tank nodded and goes back into Naruto's shadow. Naruto says, I guess this was a test. Get the scrolls and get, the Jonin Sensei into this. And Kakashi looks at Naruto and says, what was that? Naruto says, none of your business. The only person that actually knows about my power is the old man. Now fuck off. Naruto walks away and gets into the doors. There were doors that are supposed to be opening slowly, but Naruto, what he does is just punch through them and walks inside. The three teams are kind of shocked. Gaara is also shocked. Shiroi is shocked, and also Samui is shocked. The fact that they heard that Kabuto saying that Naruto was weak, they are seeing the power and strength somewhat of Naruto just punching through a lot of things and caring less. Naruto is so tired for this shit. He's like, God, what the hell did I get myself into? But yeah. Now we do a 5-day time skip because, they got there pretty early. And of course, the 5 days are over and there's still a bunch of teams. And of course, the preliminary rounds are happening. Now, first match is, on the screen board says, first match, Kiba Inuzuka versus Naruto Uzumaki. And of course, Naruto walks down the stairs. I've been jumping down, down the railing all night. That was Kiba that did that. And Kiba says, I get to fight the weakling, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Now, Sasuke wakes up and, he's kind of next to Kakashi and Sasuke. Sasuke's kind of nervous. Shikamaru, Ino, and Choji are nervous. Neji and Rock Lee are kind of, nervous also. Because they got the first hand of Naruto's power. And some of the other teams are kind of nervous. Not really. Some other teams are kind of just saying, isn't that the kid? Damn, that dog boy got to easily fight and all that. And of course, this is where Kiba says, I'm going to win. Let's do this, Akamaru. Naruto says, an animal. Huh. I see. So, he looks at the proctor and says, are animals allowed to be in the fight? The proctor says, yes, they are allowed. Why they're allowed? Because they have to be part of your clan and all that. Naruto says, I see then. Naruto says, then, can I bring my own animal out? And he says, sure, you can do that. Naruto says, okay. Basically, Naruto opens a portal behind him, and of course the arena and all that is pretty big enough for one animal, because Naruto wants to summon this animal. Now, what animal did he summon? Well, now Naruto summons 3 dragons in total behind him. Now, the 3 dragons that he actually summoned, instead of being all 3 of them, he summons this one. He summons this one right here. So yeah, Naruto can make portals, and of course a dragon comes out and roars. Kiba say, "Oh, what the fuck?" Of course this is what Hiruzen says. Well, rip is Inuzuka's error. God, I forgot that Naruto can actually do that. How the fuck did I forget? I'm being too old. I need to get someone else to be the new Hokage. Naruto says, "Kiba, let's see if your dog can go against my dragon." Naruto says it in that voice because he wants to just scare the crap out of Kiba. And Kiba says, "Nah, it must be an illusion. It must be a Genjutsu. Let's do this." Akamaru eats a pill and all that, and he becomes like Kiba. And of course, the dragon is kind of just like looking at the dog and then looking at, well, his master and all that. And Naruto looks at them and says, "He's an idiot." This is where Kurenai is saying Kai and has him released. Kakashi do the same, and a bunch of other people like Jonas and all say Kai, Kai, and Kai. And even the proctor says Kai. And nothing is happening. Naruto says, "Dragon, Dragon, do you mind?" The dragon says, "Okay." He makes a giant fireball out of his mouth and all that. And of course, when Kiba and Akamaru are doing Tencho, Kencho, whatever the fuck is at Naruto, this is where the dragon shoots its fireball and it blasts Akamaru and Kiba the fuck out of the tower. They are gone. Like, there's this giant fucking crater at like the nearest wall, like behind the wall that Akamaru and Kiba's behind wall and all that. And they are just gone. They are nowhere to be seen. Of course, it's like smoking the ground and all that. And Naruto says, I guess I killed the dog boy. Proctor, call the match. I kill them off. I obliterate them. Rip them. I don't care. The Proctor goes, he passes out. Hiruzen goes, shit. Naruto, why the hell did you kill them? Naruto says he wanted it. He asked for it. It's not my fault, this motherfucker said. Well, the proctor said, you can do it with animals that you have. So I brought a dragon. Meets, Naruto had to think of a name real fast. Zanhan. Meet Zanhan, the dragon. Huh? Hiruzen's like, God, I don't think that's what he meant, but okay, I guess Naruto won. Sasuke and Sakura are shocked, and everyone is shocked. Naruto just brings a fucking dragon, blasts Kiba away. Pretty much I don't like Kiba, so this is a good chance. Now, Kiba isn't dead, he is, well, just gone. He is obliterated. Now, what I mean he's not dead, I mean he's like outside the tower and all that. Like, there's a giant hole there and all that. But Kiba is outside the tower burning, and of course, Akamaru is fine. Because I like Akamaru. But Kiba can fuck off. Now, before I do something, while Akamaru is fine, Naruto, he like pulls out Akamaru from behind, and Naruto says, here you go, Hiruzen. Hiruzen says, where the fuck is Kiba then? Naruto says, I obliterate his ass. He wanted to be cocky, let me show him what the fuck it means true power then. Akamaru, I save him, because he's an animal. I can't hurt an animal like him. Kiba, on the other hand, he's a human, I give no flying fucks. And Hiruzen is shocked. At least Akamaru is fine, so I guess Akamaru just jumps back up the stairs and goes towards Hinata and Shino and also Kurenai. But Kurenai looks at Kakashi and says, Kakashi, your student just murdered my student. I need insurance. I think you're gonna have to pay for the Inuzukas, cause well, Kiba is either dead, and Kakashi says, "Oh, fuck me." Naruto says, well, he sits like kind of like far away from his team, and all. He like lays on the wall far away from his team, kind of near the stairs. Why near the stairs is because Naruto, when this is all over, he's jumping away and like fucking going back to training. He gives no flying fucks. He knows what this is, only a preliminary round. The final rounds will be something. But yeah. Of course, the next teams are, well, same in the original canon. Sasuke still goes the same. Sasha goes against Ino, but this time, Sasha did get trained by Kurenai, but at the same time, fucking useless and gets knocked out. The same thing with Ino and all that. All the Kunoichis from different villages are embarrassed to even know that they have, well, the Kunoichis here in the Leaf Village are fucking trash. Now, of course, this is where Shiroi goes against, well, Samui. Noe goes against, well, another Leaf Ninja. Gar goes against Rock Lee. And, of course, other people go the same. Now, Naruto is just kind of just standing there, kind of waiting for Hiruzen to call the matches and all that. But before anything else happens, it is now Neji versus Hinata. Now, Naruto, he doesn't want to see Hinata get hurt or anything. Hinata's kind of shy and nervous, and this is why Naruto gives encouraging words. Now, Hinata gets braver enough and attacks Neji, and of course, after seeing the fight, and of course, Neji about to kill Hinata, Naruto appears right there, grabs Neji's fingers, and kind of twisting them up. Neji's like, "Oh, you bastard, you dare fight against royalty?" And Naruto kicks him into the wall, knocking him out. Hinata and Naruto says, "Hinata, are you okay?" Hinata says she blushes, but then gets kind of scared and blushes again. Because then again, Kiba was a prick sometimes. So yeah. She says, "I'm fine, thank you, Naruto." Naruto picks her up and kind of carries her towards the, what's called, bed of the, not hospital, but given towards the doctors and all that. The doctors glare at Naruto, but Naruto glares harder at them. And they kind of just gives up the glaring. Now, you go into the finals. This is where, Hiruzen says, the finals will be this. Like, there's a bunch of sticks, and of course, who won against Shiroshi versus, she went against Kari, not Samui, and Samui went against one of the teammates of Shiroshi. But yeah. But the final matches would be, Naruto versus Neji, Gaara versus Sasuke, Shiroi versus, Samui, Tamari versus Shikamaru. And the list goes on. I'm not going on to those people, but yeah. But yeah, those things just there. Okay? And so, Hiruzen says, you have 1 month to train, become stronger, get more jutsus, or get more of an army if already has one. But yeah, that's all I want to mention. Good luck, everyone. Naruto goes up to Hiruzen and says, Sensei, I'm sorry for killing the Inosuke. I know that's gonna give you a headache. Or not Sensei, he says Sensei GG. I'm sorry for giving you a headache from the fact that I killed the Inosuke. But it's fine. Don't they have like an elder one, like an elder daughter? Isn't she stronger than Kiba or something? Karusan says, I mean, yes, she is. Come along, boy. We gotta still keep on your training. This is where Kakashi goes down there and asks Hiruzen about Naruto's Kenkai ability, or whatever the hell it's called. Hiruzen says, Kakashi, he is my student, not yours. I am not telling you anything because I am the Hokage. You have no power over me, so go train the Uchiha and stop being annoying. Kakashi grumbles, but then walks away. He's kind of sad at the same time, seeing that Naruto is actually being trained by Hiruzen, and Hiruzen's actually kind of having more of a backbone to help Naruto. Now, this is where other people go separate and all that. But yeah, Naruto also stopped the, what's called attack from Gaara trying to crush Rock Lee. Naruto stands there and just breaks the sand and was about to kill Gaara until Hiruzen tells him not to kill him. But yeah. So, Rock Lee isn't that hurt that much like in original canon. He still has some broken bones, but yeah. But not his legs aren't broken. So yeah. So Naruto is just going along with Hiruzen, and of course just training with Hiruzen. Hiruzen trains him in different jutsus and get him more better, give him more scrolls, and yeah. And Naruto also trained with his darkness. Now, he gives him scrolls, but of course Naruto is about to leave, And well, Naruto says, "Thank you, Hokage-sama." And of course, Hiruzen says, "You're welcome." Now, go along. Naruto says, "Thank you." And Naruto goes to the training field that Hiruzen kind of recommended him to go. Naruto goes to a training field called Training Field 21. Fuck it, why not? Now, Naruto is just on this training field kind of training jutsus, but Naruto feels someone watching him and annoying him that much. So what Naruto does is pull out a kunai and well throws it at the spot that the person will be at. Now the person just gets a cut in the cheek because the shuriken goes through the tree and cuts them in the cheek. And she says, "Huh, that's very interesting. So you are strong. Why did that gray-haired guy say that you aren't?" Naruto looks at the newcomer that came, and it is, well, Shoroi. Shoroishi from the Sound Village, with silky white hair and silver eyes. She's looking at Naruto's gray eyes with black hair. Naruto says, "I don't have no fucking clue. I think he was a spy or something. Whatever, I'll kill him later. What do you want?" Shiroi just says, "Oh, I just wanted to see how strong you are. So, how about a little spar?" Naruto says, "No thanks." And Shiroi is like, you little... She still attacks Naruto no matter what, and Naruto, like, dodges the attack and kicks Shiroi in the stomach, and of course she says, "You're pretty good." You're really good. Now, with that happening, Naruto decides to, well, fight against Shiroi, and of course is where Samui comes and says, "You're Naruto, aren't you?" Naruto says, "Oh, for fuck's sakes, why so many people keep annoying me with bullshit?" Shiroi says, "Fuck off, blonde bitch, I'm here to fight him first." This is where Samui says, "Fuck off, white whore, I'm fighting him first." And Naruto, what he does is just say, "Shadow exchange," and disappears with the scrolls and everything. And of course, it's a shadow soldier there, and is confused. And of course, just walks away into the forest. And Samui and Shoroi kind of gets annoyed the fact that Naruto just teleported and went away. Yeah, Naruto left. Like, he dipped on them. Naruto's right now at, like, his freaking apartments. Well, his new apartment. Yes, Hiruzen got him a new apartment, and the apartment's pretty big and all that. It's actually an Anbu, what's called, HQ, but Naruto just uses their, what's called, kind of training spot for private training and all that. But yeah, Shoroi and Samui cannot follow Naruto into the Anbu's headquarters and all that. There's only two Anbus that are there, kind of always there, kind of watching. And of course, some Anbus are in like other Anbu headquarters. But yeah, Naruto is just training and all that. And of course, Naruto pulls out his 3 daggers. Well, not 3 daggers. 4, well, not 4 daggers. What am I talking about? 5 daggers in total. The 2 red ones that Sung Ching Woo had and all that. And like the ones that Sung Ching Woo had over the time. But yeah, Naruto is just training with that. And of course, trying to get more power into, well, controlling the Shadow Monarch's power. Now, this is where Naruto goes into its mindscape and meets the Shadow Monarch. The Shadow Monarch has been just in the mindscape of Naruto and telling him a lot of things. Now, Naruto says, Shadow Monarch, or should I say Ashborn, why did you bring me into the mindscape? Ashborn says, well, I have seen the beast that lives inside you, the Nine Tails, this QB thing, whatever the fuck it's called, whatever. And of course, Kurama just yells, "What the fuck you just called me?" And, well, Ashborn says, "This. Why the fuck is he yelling? He's annoying me." And of course, Naruto nodded and saying, "Yeah, it's kind of annoying to hear a Nine-Tails scream at you, but yeah." Kurama says, "Fine. Fine, I'll be civil. What do you want, you two?" Ashborn says nothing, just telling Naruto that this is the Nine-Tails. Naruto asks for Kurama's real name. Kurama says, "Fine, Kurama. Now, I know your name, and I don't know who you are, giant, well, armor person." And, of course, this is where Ashborn uses some of his power on the Nine-Tails. and the Ninetales feel death on him. And Ashbourne says, well, I go with 3 different names. The God of Death, the Shadow Monarch, or, well, the Undead User. Now, this is where, Kurama says, I see. So you're deaf. I thought the Shinigami was deaf. Ashbourne says that the Shinigami is not deaf. He's only a previous, user. He's only a user of, sort of coming to the world. Because the actual deaf cannot go to the world. Mostly me. Well, yeah. Mostly me. But I came to the world to help Naruto and getting more power. To help him out. The Shinigami is absolute nothing to my power, Ashbourne said. But yeah. Kurama understands that Ashbourne is actually the true death instead of the Shinigami. But yeah, the Shinigami is just named the Shinigami, while death is named Death. So yeah. Naruto says, well, you also gotta talk to the Shinigami. To get the other, half of the Ninetales. And Kurama says, oh yeah, let's just bring him here into the Mindscape. That's what Ashbourne does. He brings the Shinigami into the Mindscape. And the Shinigami says, who summoned me? Looks at the Ninetales and says, what? How the hell did the Ninetales summon me? Ashbourne says, Shinigami? Shinigami? And Shinigami looks down and says, Master, I'm sorry about that. And of course, Ashbourne says, okay, Shinigami, can you give the other half of the Ninetales towards the Ninetales or not? Shinigami nods and pulls out from its stomach the other part of the Ninetales, and pulls out because there's 2 souls kind of fused together. It's the Ninetales half, and Minato Namikaze. What the Shinigami does is give it to Ashbourne. Ashbourne pulls the 2 souls apart. That's what he can do, since he's deaf and all, the actual true deaf. Shinigami gets back the mental half and all that, and while Naruto gets the 4 Ninetales and throws it into Kurama and all that. And this is where Ashbourne decides to get rid of the cage and breaks it in total. So where Minato comes and tries to fight against Ashbourne, but Ashbourne legit just kills him off. Easily kills him off. But yeah, that happens. Now, since that happened, Kurama is fully power and he has a great respect for Ashbourne and giving him his full power back. And so he is willing to help Naruto. So yeah, Kurama's actually going to be in this one willing to train and help Naruto because he does have his good half. So no, he has his good half and his thickish half, but yeah, you get the point. Since that is a thing, this is actually where I'm going to leave it off. Have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, and potato. Because I'm going to be doing a somewhat of a Halloween what if series for Naruto, because I have actually a good idea for that one. But yeah, have a nice potato day, potato sleep, potato, grenade, and potato.